Friends, welcome to my workplace at Ranaghat, West Bengal, India. This is a soft cataract with small pupil. Let us observe this surgery. This is the main incision with a 2.8 millimeter keratom on the posterior aspect of the limbus. You can see some blood oozing out from the lips of the main incision. This is a side port on the left side of the main incision about 2.5 clock hours away. And this is another side port on the right side of the main incision about same distance away. Now I'm going to stain the capsule and apply adrenaline to see if the pupil dilates little more. This is the dye trypan blue, and now I'm going to use adrenaline. This is adrenaline, preservative free adrenaline. Let us see if the pupil dilates little more. Yes, the pupil is dilating to some extent because of this adrenaline, and this will help me a lot in capsulorhexis. So the pupil has dilated to about 5 millimeter, so capsulorhexis will be very easy for me now. After injecting visco, the pupil has a little more. We can call this is viscomydriasis. And now I'm going to do capsulorhexis along the border of the pupil to get an adequate sized rhexis. Yes, this is about 5 millimeter rhexis along the border of the pupil, and the rhexis has been round because the pupil is round. Now hydrodissection has been done. Nucleus is depressed and the nucleus is mobilized. But the nucleus didn't rotate nicely. Let us see if we can manage this case without any pupil expansion device. Now I am going to introduce the tip of the phaco needle. This is a 2.8 millimeter easy tip, and the machine being used is Pharos from Otley. Some superficial cortical lens matter is removed. The cataract is very soft. About nuclear sclerosis is grade 1 or 2. And now see what happens. As I try to chop this nucleus, I was trying mechanical chop. The pupil has become very small. I rotate the nucleus, try to chop at another place, but I fail. And now I rotate the nucleus, try to hold it at another place, but it doesn't come. There is a crack in the nucleus, but yes, I was trying to lift the nucleus, one heminucleus, but I could not. So it's not listening to my orders. What to do now? Here I decide to use a pupil expansion device. I can use either iris hooks or a pupil expansion device, and the pupil expansion device I have with me is this. This is B-Hex pupil expander, invented by Dr. Suben Bhattacharjee of Kolkata. It's a very nice, very much affordable pupil expansion device. The leading flange has been tucked. The flange at on o'clock is being tucked now. Now I go through the left side port and tuck the flange at 10 o'clock. And the pupil takes a hexagonal shape. And the size of the pupil is about 5 millimeter or 5.25 millimeter. And this much dilatation will help me a lot. I'm trying to lift the nucleus, but it just cuts through because the lens matter is very soft. In such cases, I have to do the case somehow, and I call it dish technique, combination of all techniques and combination of all past experiences. And here I'm trying to catch hold of a piece, and it has been, yes, I can hold it, and I emulsify this piece which has come out. And now my plan is to tilt this, if I can, yes, it has got tilted and even tumbled. And now I am going to remove these tumbled lens mass. Yes, nucleus has been managed, and the cortex from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock appears to be cleaned. By the time my assistant gets ready with bimanual irrigation aspiration, I'm working with this instrument. This is a 23 gauge Simcoe, and I can do quite a bit of work by the time she is ready with bimanual irrigation aspiration. Now I take the bimanual irrigation aspiration. The irrigation is from the right side port, and the aspirating probe is from the left side port. Here I remove the lens matter, cortex, from 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, from this area. So cortical cleanup has been very nice, and now is the time to implant an intraocular lens. This is 2% HPMC, and this is a monofocal single piece intraocular lens. The lens goes into the capsular bag, and the lens is tiled in such a way that the haptics are away from the main incision, because I want to go behind the lens and remove visco from the capsular bag. And now before I start cleaning the visco, I have to remove the B-hex pupil expansion device. And here I hold this flange at 4 o'clock and untuck all the flanges and remove it. And now there is a lot of pigment dispersion, lot of viscoelastic substance in the anterior chamber and as well as in the capsular bag. All these I have to remove. So I'm irrigating first with this instrument. This is a 23 gauge Simcoe. I have taken some BSs in this syringe and I am flushing through the aspirating port also. So there are two irrigations at this moment. Irrigation from the side and irrigation from the aspirating port. And thus a lot of visco comes out by irrigation only. And now I take the irrigating probe of bimanual irrigation aspiration and do some more irrigation, but there was a tendency of prolapse of the iris, so I do irrigation and aspiration together. And you can see a technique here. I remove the irrigation first and then aspirate it a little bit and then remove the irrigating probe. In this way I prevent incarceration of iris in the side ports and in the main wound. Now these side ports are closed by corneal stromal hydration. Corneal stroma on either side of these stab incisions are hydrated and these stab wounds get closed. This is the final lavage of the anterior chamber. The anterior chamber is lavaged very nicely. The bag is also lavaged once, and then the anterior chamber is formed with BSS very beautifully, and the case is concluded. Thank you very much for your attention. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. Please learn to use either iris hooks or any of the pupil expansion devices you like, so that you can manage small pupil phaco with more confidence and with more competence.